The Straw Hats need to get stronger. Not even in the sense of a genuine power up. I'm talking more in regards to how to deal with Emu's immortality. I mean, if he got his underlings immortal, I can't even imagine the abilities that this guy actually has. You'd actually go insane trying to think about it. Jinbei got packed up. Bro has no idea how to deal with Gunko. And in reality, when you don't know how to deal with an ability in One Piece, it either makes or breaks the fight. For example, Zoro versus King. The power was needed, but if Zoro didn't figure out how to actually attack King when he was weak, it would have been game over. Like at this point in time, Oda, why you do my boy like that? The Straw Hats are actually cooked. Now, in every arc, there's always a moment where Luffy gets captured. For example, like when Luffy caught a hot one from Kaido in Kuro. Bro ended up with 99 years to life. Upstate. Luffy was doing hardcore incarceration time too. Bro was literally in jail, smashing rocks and shit. Now, this was pre the final saga, so I mean, I get it, but you know. The Straw Hats are a Yonko crew, and I guess I thought the days of them getting caught lacking was basically over. And because now they've been caught, it almost hits a little different just because we're in the final saga. But it still speaks volumes in regards to the level of the opponents that we've yet to face. Now remember, Gunko is small fry in the final saga. Like, she's like, I would classify her as the weakest. Is she weak? No. But I mean, from what we've seen so far, she's probably at the bottom of the chain of command. I mean, I could be wrong, but you know, speculation.
But before we go anywhere,
I'm gonna need y'all to hit that like button and that subscribe button and join the notification gang. And if you don't join,
your mom's a
Oda, how you do the whole squad like that? Gunko got these guys roped up and captured like villains in a Disney sitcom. Like, it's crazy because I don't like it, but I get it. I was in the same position as Nami, like thinking like, yo, Jinbei here, we straight. Like, I mean, we got Usopp and everybody else, but they not Jinbei. Nah, I know for a fact that Jinbei is scrapping in his thoughts right now. Bro really out here just thinking, how I even let this 304 cast me like it? I'm Monster Trio. I'm Monster Trio.
I'm Monster Trio.
I mean, that's what I would say if I was him, but you know. This is a complete eye-opening moment for the Straw Hats because despite how strong some members have become, it only just shows you that yes, while the Monster Trio and Jinbei are definitely powerful, the rest of the members of the Straw Hats will need to catch up in some capacity. And I mean, since we got to the New World, with the exception of the Monster Trio and Nami, ain't nobody else had a power-up. Now, I mean, Usopp got touched with some, you know, observation hockey, but since that moment, that we talking Dressrosa. We went through Zoe, Egghead, Whole Cake Island, Wano, Onigashima, Egghead Island, which I'm probably sure I said before, and now we're in Elbaf. 5 arcs. I'm not even gonna sit here and even count the amount of chapters that actually equates to. Somebody do that math and hit me in the comment section. Nobody else besides those 4 have actually gotten stronger. Nami got Zeus, and I mean, she's learning how to use Zeus and is becoming a lot more proficient with it. The craziest part of this exchange is that it's not even like they got caught in a trap and then they got captured. They fought with the enemy head on and straight lost. Yeah, this defeat hits a little different. Usopp will have to get stronger and will actually have to develop his haki because that fight with Van Auga is gonna happen. Robin ain't really gotten any stronger considering she's barely had any fights in the New World, and with the techniques that she did actually show against Black Maria, those were techniques that she learned in the time skip. And it's interesting because as of right now, I'm pretty sure she's en route to go fight Summers. Yeah, she gonna lose that fight. God's Knights take round 1. Can the Straw Hats actually make a comeback? Shamrock's on a side mission back in Mary Joie, and the Straw Hats have taken a loss. I feel like they're probably gonna regroup. They'll eventually realize that God's Knights are actually immortal and will have to find some sort of battle plan, a way to actually deal with it, whether it's to learn some new ability or to incorporate some form of strategy. Either way, this is a massive wall that they're gonna have to sit there and jump over, because if this is the level of combat or the level of strength or the abilities of people in the final saga, I can't even imagine when we get to the final arc, let alone the final saga. Like, we in the final saga, but that final arc, oh no, that joint gonna hit different. With the way things are going, the God's Knights are pretty much establishing their demands and, talking about what they want, and that's fair. But I feel like this is going to be like a multi-stage process where they establish their demands, they retreat for whatever reason, and then they come back on the final assault where all of them actually pull up. So I'm looking at a couple 1v1s, Roanoa, Luffy, Sanji. Y'all gonna get those 1v1s. Jinbei getting a 1v1. I think the only person who may be jumping is definitely Usopp. You never know, because then again, he did actually fight that ghost chick one-on-one and he won. So let's not count my boy out as of yet. I do like the fact that Summers actually did mention that he doesn't actually want to start a war with an emperor, because I think it's one of those situations where it's a lot more trouble to deal with than it's actually worth. And I do like the fact that Gunko tried to press Brook about swearing his allegiance against Luffy, but like usual and whatnot, the Straw Hats are always there to hold it down, and he reignited his devotion to Luffy. You can't be mad at that. Luffy, Sanji, and Zoro, despite having hockey levels that are miles above everybody else's, they conveniently can't sense the enemy attack as of right now. But I mean, I think this is just plot convenience, and I feel like this is really an opportunity to really focus on the weaker Straw Hats and actually powering them up. Robin and Scappa Gabon are literally en route to start scrapping. I mean, Scappa gotta save his son. I ain't worried about that dude 1 minute. Now, Robin, that's a complete different story. She gonna lose that fight, but yeah, at least 11:48 coming out this week. So sorry for the delay, got schoolwork and all that. But yeah, what did you think of this chapter? Did you like this chapter? Did you not like this chapter? Where do you think the story's going next? Either way, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll holler at y'all later, man. Peace.